All rise for the jury.
Airports are strange places. They're full of goodbyes, new beginnings, and sometimes they're the stage for a mystery that no one can solve. He had a ticket home, a backpack, and a plan to see his family by dinner. But minutes before boarding, Lars Mittank suddenly ran, sprinting out of the airport, leaving his passport, his wallet, and his entire life behind. Welcome to another episode of Justice 4. We are your host,
I'm Jackie.
and I'm Sam.
Okay, so I changed my vibes that this is giving me.
Oh,
Who is that chick? I can't remember her name right now, but this was recently. Remember she went
the one
missing
from
at the
Hawaii?
airport? Yeah.
Yeah.
And she went missing and she showed up in Mexico.
And then her dad was found dead in his car at an
Yeah,
airport.
looking for her and stuff, and then
Yeah.
she came back from Mexico and then she was like, respect my privacy. That's what this is giving,
All
because
right.
that's the only other thing I know was somebody running out of an airport.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's.
Nowhere near it, is it?
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
I've got my emotional support pillow,
That's okay.
so we're
That's
ready.
okay. Yeah. If you do not know about this case, I assume that you don't get on YouTube probably ever.
Oh, hi. I listen to my podcast on Apple, and I get on YouTube when I need things.
Yeah. This is actually such a well-known case, like it's crazy.
I don't know it.
But let's get into it. And also, this case is coming from out of Bulgaria and Germany.
International.
Yeah. So articles have discrepancies when translated to English, so please keep that in mind. And also, I'm sorry if I pronounce anything wrong. I tried. I
You guys
yeah.
should hear her try to pronounce just things in English,
Yeah.
let alone in another country.
You guys, if you have listened to us thus far and listened to every episode, I'm not good. I can't do it sometimes. So this is going to be bad. But let's do it. Lars was 28 years old from a small northern German town called, oh my gosh, Itzehoe.
Okay, we'll take it.
He grew up in a pretty normal, tight-knit family. His parents were supportive, grounded, and raised him with such a strong sense of responsibility, but also a love for life and adventure. He wasn't the kind of kid who got into trouble. He was reliable, considerate, and the type of guy everyone liked just having around. He had a close group of friends. He also loved football, aka soccer. He was also a big Werder Bremen fan, which is a football club in Germany.
Okay.
Okay.
Right on.
He wasn't flashy or rich. He worked as a plant operator at a local power station. He was strong, steady, and dependable, physically fit, as we saw in the photos.
Yep.
He was about 6 feet tall with a solid build. He was nice to look at.
We asked if he was a model.
People said he was very easygoing and funny and the kind of guy who you'd want to grab a beer with on Friday. And he would also help you move a couch on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He still lived near his parents, close to his roots, and from the outside, his life looked calm, ordinary, and even stable. So now, let's fast forward to late June of 2014.
Okay.
So 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Ish? 11 years ago? 11.
And when was he getting on the plane again?
We're doing that right now.
Oh.
July 6th. I've done a lot of July ones. The past couple ones I've done in July. July 6th, 2014. The summer air in the Bulgarian seaside town of Golden Sands was warm, heavy with the scent of salt and grilled food from the beachside bars. Lars Mittank, again he's 28 years old now, was on holiday with a group of friends. This specific trip was supposed to be laughter, cheap beer, and football banter.
Okay.
That night, the group found themselves in a local bar surrounded by music, the clinking of bottles, and chatter of tourists.
Okay. I mean, this sounds like a wonderful time of last night of vacation and just getting in what you can before you have to go home.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I'm picking up the vibe.
Mm-hmm. At some point, conversation turned to football, of course. Lars, a devoted, I'm sorry again if I say this wrong.
Footballian?
Yeah, of the Werder Bremen supporters.
Werder Bremen.
What?
Werder Bremen.
Great, I'm not going to say that again
Bremen.
after this moment. I'm really sorry, guys. Anyway,
He like it a football.
he is a big supporter of this team. He got into a heated disagreement with a group of other German nationals who were fans of the rival club. Why am I having such a hard time talking during this? Bayern Munich. I can say that one. Did I say it wrong?
Oh,
Bayern Munich.
so in other words,
Rival.
our husbands sitting at a table getting into an argument with Red Wings fans.
Precisely.
Got you.
Precisely. Mm-hmm.
Heard.
Yep.
I'm on how easily that started.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know exactly how that happened.
Voices heightened. Insults were exchanged. It wasn't just about football, though. Something about the tension felt sharper and a little bit more personal. Okay, the way we are about our sports here
Oh, I know.
is heightened deeply.
I know. I just don't like it when I hear that because now I know it's not fun. Because I know it's coming. Just go.
Do you?
No.
Okay.
But now we have hostility.
A little bit of it.
And not just fun rivalry banter.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, Lars and his friends left the bar and stopped outside near a restaurant, like a nearby restaurant. The air had cooled, but Lars was still just like, about the argument. You know how men are. They can't let things go.
Just a stewing.
Yeah, and without much explanation at all, he fucking dipped. He left the group and disappeared into the night. He needed to go cool off. Okay? He needed to go cool off.
Okay.
His friends assumed he was just going to head back to their hotel, like nothing unusual. But when they returned to the hotel later, Lars wasn't there. They figured he'd stumbled into another bar, gone for a walk. Things men do.
Men don't use the buddy system.
No, they don't. No one was overly concerned, though, about Lars and his whereabouts. So they went to bed, and they just expected to see him in the morning.
Well, maybe they should have used the rule that everybody goes together, everybody leaves together.
But Lars didn't come back. Until the middle of the night. At some point in the early hours, the hotel room door flew open. Lars stumbled in, breathing hard, his eyes wide with alert, and he told his friends that he had been jumped by 4 men that were hired, by the guys from the bar. He said he had been hit in the head, and the fear in his voice was raw and strange, not just like about the aftermath of a fight. His friends urged him to go see a doctor, worried about a possible serious head injury if he actually got hit in the head. So the very next day,
like this was the middle of the night, so
correct.
Now like that morning.
Yes. He did. He went to a clinic, and at the clinic, a doctor confirmed that Lars had a ruptured eardrum. Yeah.
Okay.
He was prescribed the antibiotic cefprozil. Yep, cefprozil, and told Lars not to fly until the injury healed, because being up in altitude can really fuck that up.
Yeah.
So just wait till it's healed. It should only be a couple of days. The prescription was nothing unusual. It's actually a pretty common antibiotic for like ear infections and everything like that, but Lars seemed kind of uneasy about it. I don't know why. His friends offered to stay behind with him, and he said, no, I'll be fine. Go home. And they were just like, okay. See you later. And they fucking left. Like,
God, men are useless.
Yeah,
Not a single one of them is like, I was about to get so mad if they like didn't force him to go to the doctor the next day. Like, but so I'm glad that he went. But still, like, men.
So the plan seemed pretty simple. He would get a cheap hotel near the airport and wait a day or so until it was safe to fly. July 7th.
Okay.
Okay? So, that's the day everything, like, he went to the doctor, everything like that. July 7th, Lars checked out of the resort with his friends, and then he went to the Hotel Color Varna. This was where things began to shift. That night, shortly after midnight, so his friends had gone home, got on their plane, left, whatever. Lars stayed at the hotel. That night, shortly after midnight, Lars called his mother, Sandra. His voice was tense and hurried. He told her people were trying to rob and kill him and urged her to cancel his credit cards immediately.
Is Homeboy having a mental break?
I don't know. Hotel security footage actually showed him pacing in the halls, peering anxiously outside of windows, ducking into the elevator, almost as if he was hiding from someone.
Oh, yeah.
Very like Elisa, what was her name? Lisa. Do you know what I'm talking about? The girl in the elevator.
You talking about the
Oh.
Cecil Hotel?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sam. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, the chick who disappears in the elevator in the hotel?
And then ended up in the water tank? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's essentially what my mind instantly went to during this.
I don't know. Since him coming in the room and, like, his actions after he came back from the room, like, I don't know. I either, like, my thought process is going to a brain injury or he's just having a complete mental break.
At one point, he left the hotel entirely around 1 a.m., only to return an hour later. And everything that happened in that hour remains completely unknown.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. So then, at 3 a.m., Lars called his mother again, his tone still extremely urgent. Quote, "They're getting closer." End quote. He then also asked his mother about the antibiotic he was prescribed. She reassured him it was common, it was safe, you'll be okay. However, she did tell him to, like, when he got to the airport the next day, to go see a doctor before flying because they have clinics in the airports, which I didn't know about. It makes sense.
It does.
Makes a lot of sense. Like, just go talk to them, make sure you're okay to fly. Eventually, he seemed to calm down, and then the call ended. July 8th, 2014. The morning was overcast when Lars texted his mother, "I've made it to the airport."
Okay, well, that's good.
He went to see the airport doctor.
Okay.
Who later described him as nervous and erratic.
Yeah.
The doctor told him his injury was fine and that he could fly home without risk.
Okay.
Lars didn't seem convinced, though, and he kept circling back to the medication and kept, like, asking questions and just being really weird about it. Then, in the middle of him speaking to this doctor, a construction worker walked into the office, since he was part of the airport's ongoing renovations and they were specifically working on the doctor's office at that time. Something in that moment seemed to make Lars snap. His hands started shaking, his eyes started darting around the room, and suddenly he blurted out, quote, "I don't want to die here. I have to get out of here." End quote. Without warning, he bolted from the doctor's office.
What the fuck?
Yeah. What happened next was captured on airport surveillance footage. Lars was sprinting through the terminal, his stride urgent and panicked. He left everything behind, like I said earlier, his wallet, passport, phone, clothes, and all of his luggage. Everything that connected him to his identity and his home. He ran through the glass doors, out of the terminal, and across the parking lot. He was eventually caught on surveillance climbing a barbed wire fence and then going into, sprinting across an open meadow, still completely running, and then he disappeared into the tree line of a nearby forest. And from that point on, Lars Mittank has never been seen again. If you are not watching us on YouTube, we did just play the video. It will also be linked in the show notes. So you can go watch it as well. It is also one of the most watched security footage of a person in our current history.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Searches began immediately. Dogs, helicopters, teams combing the surrounding areas.
Like, when was he reported missing? Like, did this seem like he ran out of the airport and then, like, he missed his flight, he didn't come home, and then mom called?
Correct.
Or, like, was the airport on top of it?
No, the airport was not on top of it. Basically, after his mom didn't hear from him and he was supposed to show up, she called. She knew something was wrong.
Got you.
And that's when they found all of this. That's when they talked to the doctor.
And then it lined up with her stories from the phone call she was
Correct.
getting in the hotel.
And they also actually spoke to the taxi driver who took him to the airport and was like, yeah, his pupils were extremely dilated and he was not acting okay. He was acting very paranoid.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Days ended up going by. Nothing. No body, no clothes, no sign of a struggle. Just empty fields where he disappeared.
That's just crazy because there's not generally a lot around airports.
Yeah.
Like, you have to go, not
Yeah.
far, but, like, it's gonna, there's some distance there for him to go.
Yeah. Yeah. You know the part that's really haunting, though? The rumors that people thought that they had seen Lars after he vanished. All the sightings.
But
But
I bet there was a bunch of them.
I'm about to tell you about them as well. So the first one was in Brazil.
Not where I thought we were going to be, but
I
okay.
know.
We ran out of the airport, not in the airport.
Around 2016, a man was found walking barefoot and disoriented along the highway in Porto Velho, Brazil. Folks online thought it might be Lars. It even made some really big social media buzz, like it went a little crazy, but it turns out it wasn't him. It was a Canadian aid worker who had gone missing 5 years earlier.
Oh, cool. So we found him.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
There was also a trucker on the road. There's the story of a truck driver who picked up a guy outside of Dresden, Germany, and later realized that man looked eerily like Lars, but older and with a beard and long hair. Hence the pictures I showed you earlier.
Okay.
Police interviewed the driver and he checked out his route, like all of that, but there was no CCTV footage, no dash cam footage, and the driver couldn't remember exactly where he dropped the guy off at. Still, because there was no verification followed, the lead went cold.
Yeah.
So then, some people claim to have seen him near Varna Airport, like that airport that he was at, and even further along the highway. One account mentions a homeless man living in the nearby forest who looked a lot like him, so much so that a private investigator thought it was possible that it was Lars. Unfortunately, there were no follow-up confirmations, so went cold again. And then a Reddit thread.
Oh, I love a good Reddit thread.
Girl.
I love a good Reddit thread.
Someone shared a story about a prostitute in a nearby village recognizing Lars. Like,
Was Lars the prostitute, or did a prostitute recognize Lars?
A prostitute recognized him.
Okay. I was like, ooh, we're going to take a turn into male prostitution. This is a new one for us.
Yeah. It sounded believable also. Like, she picked up on something only she would know about it, but no concrete details were ever shared. So it remains another unverified whisper, and without any evidence, the police wouldn't even look into it, especially because it was pertaining to a prostitute. Yep. So there's a few more as well, some other rumors and unconfirmed leads. There were whispers that he might have turned homeless and hitchhiking around Bulgaria. None of them have been confirmed. Another theory floated in sleuthing forums, so Reddit. Maybe he's alive, but living under the radar in a different country entirely, which is possible. And it's just, I don't know. I feel really bad. In the years since, his mom, Sandra, has been running a massive Facebook group.
Is she like the German version of John Walsh?
Yeah, basically. And I checked out this Facebook. There's also an Instagram as well, and leads are coming in regularly. But again, none of them have panned out at this point.
Are the police investigating these leads, or is it people having to do it? Like, are the police picking and choosing which ones that they will actually deem, like, enough to investigate? Or, like...
I don't know for sure. I think there's more armchair detectives than there are police actually investigating.
We need to get a retired private investigator who finds this case. I love it when retired and private investigators stumble upon something and they go, "Oh, we're doing this."
Because Sandra did get a private investigator.
Yeah,
and they thought it was the one.
It's expensive to keep going and doing it. It's hard to have one on retainer.
I agree.
I love Bring 'em Home, Nebraska with Tyler Goodrich because the guy who created that is a private investigator, and he's like, "That's just what I do now." It's like, y'all, if I had millions, do you know how quickly I would become a private investigator and be like,
yeah,
pro bono,
yeah,
who wants me to find their person?
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, I would live for that.
Absolutely.
But, like, oh, that's just so hard because there's stuff that private investigators will investigate that police won't.
Yeah.
Because they don't have to go through half the red tape.
Yeah, pretty much. I know. It's very frustrating. Very, very frustrating.
And I just don't know how they work. And, you know, like with Cindy's song, what's the word I'm looking for? The disconnect between how things work in South Korea and how things work in the U.S. Same thing with us, our laws versus European laws, and how everything works could also be the difference in why they will or won't investigate something.
Yeah, it's frustrating. Despite years of sightings and leads, some intriguing, many wild, none have held up. Every report has fizzled out. No photo, ID, or verified witness account has ever been connected back to Lars. It's as if he vanished entirely. People have speculated endlessly. Did he have a sudden psychotic break?
I mean, honestly, it really does sound like that.
A little bit. But, so when he originally went to the doctor for the first one, they ran blood tests, everything like that, and they ran toxicology reports on that.
I was about to ask, because there's that unaccounted hour where he could have taken something.
Well, there's still that, but the first doctor he went to.
Yeah, so the next day, so it would have still been in his system.
No. The hour was after his friends left.
Yes.
It was the following
So the very
morning.
first doctor, he went to two separate doctors.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that.
So
hour to cool down was...
From that toxicology report, it came back clean. He had a little bit of alcohol in his system, but no drugs.
Okay.
So...
That's really the one after his friends left or before?
Before.
Okay.
The ones the doctor he
right
made
after
them
that.
go to.
Yeah. It still would have been within 12 hours of that. So that he would, anything that he would have done in that hour, they would have known about.
Maybe he had a reaction to the medication he was given. However, something I did not tell you.
I knew there's something you didn't tell me.
He never got the medication filled. And he never took it.
And he was being suspicious about it?
I also want to point out, this is one of the discrepancies I found, but I only found one single report that said he did tell the doctor he took the medication, but all the other ones said he didn't.
Okay.
And if there's only one report saying he did, and
I'm going to go with translation
however
issues.
many more there were, I don't think he ever got it filled.
And he said he was 27, right?
28.
Okay.
Next theory. Maybe he was having complications from his ear injury.
You said that they did, like, a scan on him, right?
No.
Like, I honestly... brain injury.
I'm getting to that in a second. Actually, no. That fits in right here. Maybe it could have been from that. But would that make someone sprint like their life fucking depended on it with an ear injury?
No, but
With a head injury, maybe.
I mean, you can get a TBI from anything.
Yeah. We're going to continue on with this. Let me finish my theories really quick, and then we'll circle back to our own theories. Was someone really following him?
No.
He had no enemies, no money, no secrets. I don't think someone arguing about a fucking soccer team would have done this. Like, I understand
No.
they take that shit personally over there. Not to the point of that.
Not where it flips like this.
Yeah. Did he plan it? Was it a voluntary disappearance? Leaving everything behind, including his passport? It doesn't personally really add up to me, especially with how close he was with his friends and family, but a lot of people are speculating that.
The phone calls to his mom don't make sense. Like, why would you set up such a complex, drawn-out story?
Mm-hmm. And then the last theory was it just a freak accident?
I honestly think I think he had a mental break. It's the only thing that lines up, and it progresses, and the way his mom hears it progress, the way it.
Mm-hmm.
I was there from the second how he came back in that hotel room.
Mm-hmm. I heard.
Like,
I remember.
I was researching something, or I was looking at something, and there's a spot on the side of your head
Mm-hmm.
that if I think it's right here in like your front, like right here on the side where you're, what's this called? The temple. Yeah. Up here, and I think there's a spot down here by your ear that if that gets hit, it's a really easy spot for brain injuries.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something that could trigger a mental break, or brain injuries vary.
Mm-hmm. Brain injuries are crazy. So me personally, I genuinely believe that he had some type of concussion, or I don't believe he got into a fight. Like, I don't think he got into a physical altercation whatsoever.
Like he fell.
That's what I'm thinking.
And
he
hit
fell,
his head.
He hit his head, and his brain instantly went back to, I just got into a fight with someone at a bar. This is what happened. And that's what he clung to. And if let's say he didn't see his friends till a little bit later in the night, like hours later, then they waited more hours to go to a doctor. This doctor just looked at his ear, didn't do scans.
Could have had brain bleeding or...
Absolutely. And it could have caused him to have this psychotic break. And he doesn't have a history of mental illness, so it wasn't anything. I think he had a traumatic brain injury that caused him to go flying off the hinges.
Mm-hmm. And it's just so sad that those doctors didn't realize that something was like...
Yeah. Well, he's in a different country entirely. They don't know this person.
True.
Me personally, just because I know you know how I feel about this, I know you know how I feel about this, I know y'all know how I feel about this. Don't leave your fucking friends.
Yeah.
Stop in a completely different country. Are you kidding me? I don't even like leaving my friends alone to go to the bathroom. That sounds bad. That's where we rap battle. Okay, get over it.
And you like don't even leave each other in another stall.
Yeah.
Like, that's how much we don't leave each other. No,
stop leaving your fucking friends.
Or not waiting for your friends to walk in their front door.
Here. Ugh! Watch them close the damn door.
Or, don't let your friends get in an Uber to go home by themselves.
That too. I would never. I would never. Also, if I ever drop someone off at their car, I sit and wait until their car is on and moving.
Yeah.
Before I fucking put my car in drive.
I don't know if he hit his head, if he fell, what he did.
I don't know.
But I don't know. I feel like we have a combo of a TB on that. But it also doesn't explain not finding him. Unless he did end up hitchhiking.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever picked him up and dropped him off obviously wasn't watching the news. Because if you're still picking up hitchhikers, you're not watching the news to know you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, somebody could have picked him up. And then, I don't know.
I genuinely don't know. It's
so mind-boggling. And, like... I'm going to sit on psychotic break.
And at this point, because if it was actually a traumatic brain injury, like, guarantee nothing has ever been done to help him. So if he is in fact still alive at this time, he probably doesn't know who the fuck he is.
Because it just gets worse.
Yeah, it's just going to continue to get worse, especially untreated.
Because I know I've said this in one other episode, but I've learned in the past year, because one of my clients had a brain aneurysm while she was driving and crashed car. She's okay.
Fuck, dude.
She's fine. She's in the hospital for like a month. But in this, I learned why brain bleeds are so scary.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, your brain bleeds, and then they go in and they fix it. And I thought that was it. No. When blood touches your brain, that part of your brain dies.
Mm-hmm.
Done. We're done now. And I didn't know that. So the longer you have a brain bleed, the worse it is, because it gets to those different parts. So I could see if he hit his head right, got a brain bleed, and it hit just those right spots to either make a psychotic break appear or to just really mess with his memory and his grip in reality.
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah.
it's just going to keep bleeding and get worse. And they didn't do any scans or anything else.
Mm-hmm. I'm right there with you.
It's just crazy to go from like being a perfectly healthy, normal 28-year-old on this trip, being normal, to all of a sudden having like a
he is
whole
in all
last
the
break.
pictures too. I'm sorry for interrupting you. You can see how happy he is in all of the pictures. Like, he clearly is a fun, happy person. Just to be gone. To not be him anymore. That's, like, honestly, having a brain aneurysm is, like, probably one of my highest fears, next to deer.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
I went through this thing on airplanes where I got this shooting pain in the middle of my forehead.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a brain aneurysm, and I'm in a plane in the air, and I was like, this is when they burst. This is it. But it was so electrifying.
You left 5 dents from your
fingernails
in your forehead.
But, like, it was so, like, I'm one of those people that if I'm eating something and I choke, I will silently die in that break room so I don't inconvenience people, just in case I'm not really choking.
Oh.
So, like, I almost grabbed a flight attendant. That's how much it hurt. And I'm not that person. But, like, I know that's a place for brain aneurysms to burst, is on a plane.
Yeah. My other issue is also, I'm prone to migraines. I get migraines so frequently that, like, I wouldn't know. People wouldn't, like, if I'm just like, oh, my head hurts, people would be like, oh, she probably just has another migraine. My ass could be having a brain aneurysm and you wouldn't fucking know.
I've since been told you don't feel it. It just happens.
Oh, that's scary. I don't like that.
Turns out mine was just sinus pressure, but my doctor...
Did you know about that?
Yeah, my doctor's like, you're not going to feel it. It'll just go. Like,
Ew.
you won't have any signs. It'll just happen.
You know what? I'd be okay with that, actually.
Yeah.
You don't feel it and you're just done? Hell
So, you should panic more when you don't feel anything.
That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, I don't know. Like, brain injuries are so crazy to me. Because, like, I also had a friend, she's just a little bit under our age. I think she's like 30, 31. She had a stroke because she had blood clots go into her brain. And people wouldn't help her because they're like, no, you're too young to have that. It took like 3 times of her going to the ER for them to finally be like, oh, fuck, yeah, this is bad.
Yeah.
That's, like, doctors, believe people. Jesus.
Yeah, so I don't know. This is one of those ones that's just like, there's so many options. Who's that one? His car. And he was walking on the phone with his parents.
Brandon Swanson.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon Swanson. It's like him. There's endless upon endless theories and things that could have happened to him that you don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
And oddly enough, both of them were talking to their parents on and off throughout it.
Yeah. Let's keep going. So, Lars's mother, Sandra, has never given up on him. She has done countless television appearances and radio shows that have aired on both German and Bulgarian channels. Unfortunately, there have not been any new leads from them. She tirelessly continues to campaign for him. She also runs a 55,000 person strong Facebook and Instagram group. I'm sorry, this is in German. I don't know. But basically it's called Find Lars Mittank, but it's spelled Findet. Find it. Find it, Lars Mittank. Where she and many other people post updates regularly. Like, was one recently. Like,
Okay.
it's recent.
Like, so we're still very actively in
Yes.
this and believing he's still alive and
Yes.
out there, which I don't have any. I have zero thoughts to think that he would not be alive and out there.
Correct. She believes her son may have a case of amnesia and doesn't know who he is at this point. So she is also on board with the brain injury.
Does Europe or Germany, do they have is NamUs worldwide or just US? Does
I
Europe
don't
has a
know.
version of that?
You look
Is
that up
there?
first?
Because, like, if he is going off the, because that was my other thought process, is what if he doesn't remember? He got to that point in his break and he's in a hospital. He is in another
It's like a John Doe
country,
situation.
and he has a
Do they even
different
do
life.
John Does in Europe?
I don't know.
They probably have something.
Yes.
Maybe not John Doe specifically. But
Look at us Americans thinking we invented
Well,
everything and we're the only one who has things.
we're the worst.
We are the worst. We just want to know what the equivalent is for you.
To
Not
be
if
fair,
you have it. What's the equivalent?
This is only our second international case.
It's our third one. Africa.
We had one in Africa?
You did it.
I did it?
You
South
did
Africa, I did. Oh, Allison Botha. You're right.
How can you not forget
I'm
that
sorry.
one? I did Australia.
Yeah, I thought
You're in
Australia
Germany.
in this one.
Well, and then don't forget Kimberly Chase Superman.
We're not talking about her. I don't want to talk about her, okay? Her
but
boyfriend.
we have had some international cases.
We have. I do want to add really quick, though.
Mm-hmm.
There has been a false report going around that he has been found recently.
Oh.
It is not real. It is not real.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Don't believe it. When he is found, it will go.
Oh, I'm
Crazy.
sure everyone will see it. I've actually never heard of this case. Is that crazy?
A little bit, yeah. A little bit. Actually, even after I read this part, after the footage of Lars fleeing from the airport was posted online, it soon gained millions of views, and Lars would later be known as the most famous missing person on YouTube due to his last known movements being caught on CCTV.
Yeah, I've never seen a video clip of this. I've never seen not
crazy.
even a Facebook narrated video like how I know of Susan Powell.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Because that's just that video every time is 30 minutes.
That's fair.
I don't watch it anymore because we did an episode, but
To be fair, there's actually not a lot of podcasts about Lars in English.
heard.
Yeah. So there's a couple. I know BuzzFeed did one.
Okay. I feel like Law and Crime or Court TV needs to get a hold of this.
That was a lie. BuzzFeed did one on Mary Reeser that we just
Okay.
did. Another guy did this one. He's a TikTok, like one of the creepy storytime TikTok guys.
See, and that's what, I was about to say, I haven't even seen it in, a quick little TikTok,
Yeah.
Lars was
Yeah.
on vacation with his friend. You know that voice?
Yes. All of the ones I have found, though, of him are only 15 minutes long.
Okay.
They're short.
Well,
Short.
I understand why. There's not a lot of info.
Yeah.
And
There's just not enough people talking about it and talking about theories other than what's already been out there. There's tons of Reddit posts. Oh my gosh, there's tons out there. But
yeah.
it's just crazy because I've had this. I have a list on my phone of cases I want to do, and this is one of the ones at the top.
Me too.
And this is one of the ones at the top just because it's so intriguing and you don't know what happened.
Both of my cases came from my list.
Same. So, before I finish this up.
Did you find an answer?
Yes, there's several.
NamUs or databases or whatever?
There are other databases. Mostly, I think, it looks like there's some not necessarily government ones. And then, obviously
within
Interpol,
countries and...
Yeah, they also have international ones.
Okay.
Interpol runs one.
Yeah.
Interpol, that's what I was thinking. As soon as you said that, I was like Interpol? What the heck? I don't know why we all just forgot about Interpol. But,
know.
Is there a database, or do you know, or did you find this in your research, that if they have his DNA in there in case they do have people who don't know who they are in these different places? Because he could have hitchhiked to a small little freaking German town
I
in
would
the mountains.
assume that since they did a toxicology report, they probably have his DNA. But if they find a random guy on the street who might be homeless, we can't be like, hey, guy, come in here and let's get your DNA.
I'm just thinking, like, we have small, random pockets of mountain towns here
Mm-hmm.
that, sure, Suzanne Morphew is news everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But one of those little mountain towns could have not heard about her. And Barry could have been sitting there living in it. Nobody would have even known it was him.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying is, like, there could be these little towns, and, like, he could have amnesia.
Yeah.
Sitting up somewhere, and they've had him in a hospital for 20 years, and no one knows who this is.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, like, I love that there's still stuff about it and people on it, and
yes.
I wish that hospitals had a system ingrained in them that, like, when you did, like, blood draw or something like that, if these people were, like, in a system for, like, missing or, like, any of that, it would automatically flag them.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Especially for, like, human trafficking and, like...
I mean, maybe they do, and we're just not on that side of seeing it.
If you would have had at least one case somewhere where someone was found that way.
Sure there is. Let's research and let's do something on it.
I just think that'd be really cool, because how many, like... I know there's at least one case where in a hospital and it was human trafficking, but they couldn't do anything about it because they didn't know for sure, and they won't leave them. But if you're taking a blood draw or a lab, you can pop and flag that so quick. Yeah. Just an interesting thought to have.
As a doctor or a nurse, you could probably just make up some crazy ass shit and just be like, oh no, we need to keep them here until you find out for sure.
That's a Grey's Anatomy episode.
There you go. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
So I will let you know that they obviously still have phone numbers to call. They have tip lines, everything like that. Everything is in German. Or otherwise I would tell you where to go or give you the number, but everything is international. If you really have any tips and you happen to be in America, go to the Facebook or Instagram.
Go to the Facebook page or literally Google German authorities, and I guarantee you somebody shall get you somewhere.
Yes. And
especially with that name.
Yes. I know that we do have some international listeners as well. Hey. So we have missing person posters that do have all this information as well.
It'll be pinned on our Facebook page. Feel free to share it.
Yes.
All of our open and active missing people cases that we have covered, I have their missing poster with all the information or their name as profile. It is pinned at the top of our Facebook page. It's also on our website so that you can always see those and share those.
Yep.
Once they're either found or we have a closure, I remove it from our pinned stuff. So I know Jeremy Bright's still on there. Cindy Song is up there. Lars will join.
Yes. So there's options. If you have any tips, even the smallest thing can help.
Yes. And even if you don't think it's important, it could be the missing piece. Yeah. Sometimes the one thing that brings everything together is the smallest little detail. The
smallest thing that you didn't know was missing.
Yeah.
That you're holding.
Like my favorite example of this is a Crime Junkies case. And a woman and her boyfriend were driving, and they're on a road trip. They're listening to Crime Junkies. And all of a sudden, she's listening to this episode and goes, my dad is the sheriff of this town. I know this. Oh, my God. And calls her dad and says, hey, I need you to listen to this episode right now. Her dad helped solve that case.
Hell yeah.
There was info in that and info that they had, and it came together, and it all went.
For me, it was that random couple who was driving in the Great Tetons, and they have a dash cam, and they caught Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito's van in the quickest second.
Yes. Yes. We do love them.
Yes, we do. Anyway, we've ranted a lot during this episode.
It's all been necessary.
I apologize for nothing. Airports are supposed to be places of connection. You arrive, depart, go home. For Lars, Varna Airport became the edge of everything. One moment, he's an ordinary traveler. The next, he's gone, running toward or away from something only he could see. Until we know why, we may never understand what happened to Lars Mittank. With that, we do not have justice for Lars. And again, a couple weeks later, I need to stop writing ones like this. I'm not sure we need justice for him, But I want
I think
to...
we need closure.
Yes, that would be the better word for me, is closure.
We need closure for his mom.
Yeah.
For all the people who worked tirelessly on this. Just...
And I hope all of his friends have some type of guilt for not staying with him. I'm not trying to shame you, but I'm disappointed.
We're disappointed.
Stay with your fucking friends.
And as a mom, as a preteen, I don't take that word lightly. We're disappointed.
I'm not a mom. I'm just disappointed. I'm a good friend. That's what it is.
I don't know. My highest of hopes is that this man has amnesia out there and he is living a life and just doesn't remember or know, and that he's been fine. I hope that he has not been just wandering around or gotten a wrong situation.
For all we know, maybe in his head he's a completely different person now, and maybe he has started this brand new life. I don't know. We don't know.
Without knowing that he did this.
Yeah.
And
I feel like someone would have seen him, though.
He could be in a mental health institution somewhere. He could be in a hospital. He could, like you said, he could be a John Doe. He could be, he could have said he went by a different name, created whatever life he created, and is now passed away as that name.
I don't know. He was so young, though. He's still young.
But you never know. Car accidents.
Yeah, absolutely. That's true. People die young.
One of the favorited theories during Tyler Goodrich was that he got hit by a car. Someone panicked.
I remember.
Put him in the car and buried him or did something. I mean, we always say it's usually, we want it to be the craziest, but it's always the most mundane explanation.
Yeah, for sure. I just hope that Lars is okay.
Like, that's the highest of hopes that I can have, is that he hasn't been living a life on the streets or in, like, torment or any of, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
just...
absolutely. But I will say the Facebook is still very active. People post pictures of, like,
homeless people. I'm going to go
people.
follow it.
You have to. I'm pretty sure I already followed it. Maybe just for my personal page, but I thought I did from our Justice For page.
Okay.
Regardless, it's still very active. They're still looking for him. I
love that they're looking so hard for him. So I know that it's only been 11 years. But
it's a hard situation. It is a very hard situation. So, but with this, I'm going to shameless plug now, guys. If you enjoyed today's episode, you probably didn't, because I don't have closure for you. But if you want to follow along and see if we happen to get closure at some point, please hit that like, follow, subscribe button.
So you never miss an update.
Correct. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, Apple,
Audible, iHeartRadio, Amazon, all of that.
We're everywhere.
We are everywhere that you could listen to us.
Everywhere. It's pretty cool.
Merch. We have it. We love it. You'll like it. Go buy it.
Do it. Also, with that, you can find our merch on our website, justiceforpodcast.com, where you can see all of the merch, all of the episodes, and you can also submit a case if you do not want to research one yourself. We got you.
Yep.
Yeah. You can also find all of our resources on our website as well.
Yep. And all of our episodes, all the pictures for our episodes. Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff over there.
Everything. The last thing I have to say after our shameless plug, stop leaving your fucking friends' places.
Yeah.
Buddy system. Please. I don't know how many times I have to say
Everybody leaves together.
You arrive together, you leave together.
Done.
Period.
That's it.
I had a friend leave me at a bar once, and guess what? I'm not friends with her anymore. Don't fucking leave people.
We don't even know her name anymore. We forgot it. It wasn't me.
It was not you. Nor was it you. Friendship!
Woo! All right, well.
Stop leaving your fucking friends.
And we will see you next week for an all-new episode that neither one of us know what it will be yet.
We're going to figure it out.
We are.
Okay, we'll see you guys next week. Have a good one. Love you. Okay,
bye.